why I always insist on fixing everything after I started. Just so you know, this is not going to be a very long stream. It should be... Okay, give me a moment. Let me just fix some stuff. I don't even think I'm going to share this on the Discord. I think I'm just going to... I don't... Because, as I've stated, my streams are not really scheduled. The very few times of which they're scheduled or scheduled, very few times of which they are scheduled. Also, I may or may not need to test something out because something I need to check. Okay, first things first, let me just get rid of some windows so that way we can not die here. Okay, take this, go over to create a dashboard. Go stream manager. I think that takes up a lot less bit. That makes the bit rate go down. I feel like I should probably change one of the tags for my streams. I'm gonna sit here until my FPS goes up. There we go. FPS seems to be going up. Okay. Now I'm gonna need to test something out. Okay. I have keep inventory. Okay, good. Okay, so my name is the same. Oh fuck. Why does this game specifically decide, hey, everything is just gonna go to shit? Okay, so we finished the exterior of the house. I think. Yeah, we finished the exterior of the house. Oh, no, we have not. And we have indeed not finished the exterior of the house. I was very wrong. I apologize. That was wrong of me. I apologize. Okay, well, I need to find a crafting table, which shouldn't be too hard to find because there should be one, like, right over here. Okay, so where is it? It's in here. Okay, here we go. I might need to cut down more trees, but hey, it's fine. Oh, wait, fuck, I messed up. Okay, so, yeah, the entire point of this was just because I want to stream before I go to church. That's the entire point of this. However, I'm most likely just gonna be talking most of the time. Because I'm trying to think of like topics to come up with like by myself, so that way we can just have just a nice time while we're here. You know, there's a lot of things in the world that are a lot easier for one person, but hard for others. Why do you do this? But hard for others. Because some people were born with either natural ability to do it or not, or they trained their entire lives to do it. Some people, that's simply just the case with a lot of things. But because of this, because people are naturally gifted with the talent of being able to do something, and hold on, I'll be right back. Naturally, a lot of people like that will just go around boasting about the fact that they're better than other people. This leads some people to just think that they're just simply not good enough. That they're just simply not good enough. In reality, there's a good chance that they are. Constantly we're told, oh, I'm better than you at this. You should just give up or something like that. Don't give up. All right, don't give up. All right. But here's the thing. Don't give up and give up are kind of just two sides of the same coin. And all right, because sometimes you shouldn't, sometimes you should. Okay, because the reason why is because there are some things where giving up would be the right thing to do, because just because you don't give up does not mean that you're going to make it. I'm gonna put that's just a hard truth here. That's just the truth. Just because you won't give up does not mean that you're gonna make it. But it doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you should just give up on everything. All right. And back to what I was talking about, where people are like, oh, I'm better than you at this, you should just give up. Don't give up. All right. Just because someone's better. Come back here, you coward. Okay, I died. Now whatever. But doesn't mean that you should give up. There are some things that you should give up on only if, like, because here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna explain something. Okay. If you are doing something over and over again and it's getting you nowhere, then yes, that's a good idea. But also, take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at what you're doing, okay? You see what exactly it is that you're doing and see why it's not working. Crazy place. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah. But yeah, just take a look at if you're failing constantly at it. Why am I even down here again? Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This. Okay. If you just take a look at what you're doing, and if what you're doing is wrong and you're not able to get anywhere off of it, I would suggest taking a look at what you're doing and see what's wrong with it. See what's wrong with it. So that way you can take a look and be like, oh, hold on a second. This is not working for me. I should take a look and see what it is I can change on this to make it so I can maybe progress in this. If no matter what you do and to try and get yourself to progress in it, then maybe try something else. But if you have not tried anything different and just try it once and say, oh, well, I guess I'm bad at this thing, I should never do it again. Then no, look at it, try again, see what it is that made it so that you failed, and try something different, and try working at it at a different angle. Try looking at it at a different angle. Think about it. When you're having a conversation with people, they will have an opinion on one thing. And you will both be talking about a subject. They will have an opinion on one thing, but you'll have an opinion, but you would think that they're wrong. But try look at it through their point of view. There's some things that they will see in one way that you will see in another. Hold on, I'm about to just that they may see one way, but you may see in another. Which honestly, I really feel like that's something that a lot of people should really do is take a look at how other people see things, and not just be like, oh no, the way how I see things is the absolute correct way and the only way. Yeah, you're just wrong. You can't be right. You're just wrong. I'm the only way that things can be. The way how I see things is the only way you can see things. No, there's more than one way to do it. There's more than one way to do most things. Sometimes there's only one way to do stuff. But sometimes there's only one way to do stuff. But most times there's different ways to do it. If one way doesn't work for you, try a different way. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie, I think it was like called Into the Dragon, Bruce Lee. He had a saying in that where it was be, or I think it was called, I think it was be like water, or if one form does not work for you, try a different form that works in the same, that may or may not work in the same way. Yeah, so that way that way it'll be a lot easier for you to work with it. I think that we're just like, we're just, a lot of times just, told that there's only one way to work. Like for example, in school, well, teachers will often get mad at you if you find a different method of, figuring out a, what's it called? If you find a different method of figuring out a, what is it called? A math question or an equation or anything. Yeah. So this kind of, so because of that, and also because how people are stubborn in their ways, we often think, oh, there's only one way in order to do stuff. When in reality, no, there's more than one way to do stuff. It's not just one way. It's more than one. And back to what I was talking about before with how people will get mad, how people will tell you that you suck, or that you're just an idiot, or that you will never accomplish anything just because you cannot do the same thing they can, because they're better, because they're so much better than you at it. Well, that's the thing. Everyone has a different talent. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different way of going about stuff. It's like what I was saying. There's different ways to do stuff. There's different ways to do I spell melon. M-E-L. Oh, there we go. That's why. You know, there's different ways to do stuff. There's not just one way. Yeah, people are good at different things. And even if you find your passion, somebody is going to come at you and say, "Hey, you're bad at this. Give up. Don't do it. You cannot do this." No, keep doing it. Keep doing it. If it's your passion, keep on doing it. But if somebody comes at you saying, "Oh, you cannot do the same thing I can do, therefore you are talentless, you are an idiot," don't listen to them. You know, Einstein even had a what was it? Yeah, it was Einstein. He had a what's it called? He had a quote saying, "If we measured the intelligence of a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will go its entire life thinking that it's an idiot." You know, fish, the things that cannot they can't climb trees. That's preposterous. Fish can't climb trees, right? Well, that's the thing. If you can't do something, okay, but then people will come and measure you by your ability to do that thing that you cannot do. People will still come along and tell you that you're an idiot because you cannot do something that obviously is really hard, that would be really hard for you to do, that is impossible for you to do. If we measured the what is it, like, we also, like, another thing is that we also measure, like, animals by the intelligence of things that we measure their intelligence by, like, human things that they're not able to do. And we think that they're idiots. When in reality, no, they have, like, a whole bunch of other different, they have, like, a whole system of different, things that they're able to do. But no, we call them idiots because we think that we're more intelligent than them because they're not able to do the same thing we're able to do. Which is the same thing with people. There are some people that will get mad at you because you're not able to do the same thing they're able to do, and so, well, because as a result of this, people think that they're morons. People think that they're not they're not that they're not intelligent, that they're idiots, that they don't have any talents. People think this because, well, we have people out here that boast about their ability to Boast about their ability to do something that a lot of other people cannot. Like, let's use an example, okay? A skill that I have, juggling. Let's use that, okay? Yeah, not very useful skill. Yes, I know. Maybe useful in entertainment. But here's the thing. Yeah, I know how to do that, but let's use that as an example here, okay? Yeah. Imagine I go to somebody and they want to learn how to juggle, but I just tell them they should just give up because they don't know how, because I'm so much better at them than this. That wouldn't be right to do, right? No, they just started out. I made a short a bit ago saying, hey, look, if don't be the person where somebody is new to something and they want to know how to do something, and instead of helping them, you just say, yeah, no, go do your own research or figure it out yourself. Don't be that person. Which honestly I still stand by. Don't be that person, okay? Don't be that person. Just help them in any way you can. If you have knowledge on knowing how to do something, and somebody's generally interested, then teach them, help them figure it out, help them understand. Don't be that one emo kid that's like, oh, you wouldn't understand me. Yeah, because anytime I hear that, like, oh, you won't understand me, anytime I hear that, all I can think of is, tell me then, help me understand you. Which happens a lot with a lot of things. It's like, people say, like, people ask other people, hey, what is this that's going on? To which people will say, oh, you won't understand, so I'm not going to tell you. Well, obviously, they're not going to understand if you don't tell them. Obviously, they're not going to understand if you just flat out don't tell them. There's also another thing. Okay, I want to bring up, Monsters University. There's a certain scene in there. I don't know if anyone here remembers Monsters University, but, there's a certain scene in there. If you remember Monsters, Inc., it's the same thing, but it's a prequel showing how Sully and Mike Wazowski met. All right, and they meet in college, and there's a certain scene in there that made me mad a long time ago, and I finally figured out why. And here's the thing: the scene is, it's the last day. It's the day of the big test, and Mike Wazowski says to Sully, "Yeah, look, unlike you, I actually had to work hard to get here." To which Sully says, "Well, that's because you don't belong here." I want to state this. There's a lot of people that have that same mindset, that have that same exact mindset. And I just want to state that honestly, the people that work the hardest in order to get there deserve to be there so much more than the people that just were born to be there. The people that worked hard to get to a certain place deserve to be in that place so much more than the people that just ended up there. Because the people that just ended up there, they were born for this. They were just like, oh, I just been doing the same thing that I've been doing all my life for this. I know what I need to do. But then they'll come across something that they don't know how to work with, and they'll fumble. They won't know what they're supposed to do. They won't know what they're supposed to do. Meanwhile, the person that worked hard and studied and actually knows how to get there, knows how to do that certain thing, will thrive. I'm working on like a series right now. I'm still trying to figure out like what the exact premise or plot is, like if the main characters are like teachers inside a school, or if they're like supposed to be like helpers and stuff. Bottom line is that they are part of a species that is a lot like humans, but they're sent from heaven, but they're a really powerful species. More powerful than humans, but not more powerful than heaven, basically. Yeah, but their entire thing is that they try and help people around I think it's a school, because one of the characters I know likes to teach. But other than that, that's I don't know how I got to that, but but as I say, there's a lot of things in life where things will be easy for some people, but hard for others. Because most people are because a lot of people are special and they don't and everyone is different. Everyone has different talents, everyone has different methods of going about stuff. There are people that struggle differently than other people, and some people just and some people don't see that. Some people are hard at reading, some people are hard at listening, some people cannot pay attention. Some people cannot pay attention, some people can't just there are some people that just simply can't. Okay, exterior of the house is almost complete. Don't know why I started here. I could have started literally anywhere else, but hold on. Could have started anywhere else, but I decided to start here. I don't know why I decided to go in there. I could just... But, yeah, we shouldn't, like, go and tell people, hey, you can't do this, simply because someone's better at it than someone else. You shouldn't just do that, okay? As I stated with that quote from Einstein, if we measured the intelligence of a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would go its entire life thinking that it's an idiot. Maybe I should just cut these down. But yeah, just next time you think that someone sucks at something, think to yourself, or next time you think that you're bad at something, think to yourself, either I just need to do some more practice at this, or if I'm not cut out at this, maybe I should just try something else. As I stated a bit ago, if just because something doesn't work does not mean you should give up. But just because you don't give up does not mean you're gonna make it. There are certain things that you like, and don't give up, because if something's not working, take a look at it from a different angle, and figure out what's wrong with it. You know, there was a movie a while ago called Meet the Robinsons that honestly teaches you a lot about not giving up. There's a phrase in there that says keep moving forward. And I might actually have to leave in a bit, like in about a minute, because I gotta go. Oh, I gotta get to church. But there's a certain scene in there that just says that the common saying in there is keep moving forward. You see something doesn't work, don't think that you're a failure. Take a look at it, figure out what was wrong with it, and fix that. It's called trial and error, and also process of elimination. There's a lot of trial, there's error, you look at it, eliminate what's the bad of it, and then try again. You'll try, you may get a bit further, and then it'll break. Like, you're making a machine, let's say that, okay? You make a machine, you try it, you turn it on, it breaks. You take a look at it inside, okay, you found what's wrong with it, okay, you fix that, you turn it on again, it goes for a bit longer, breaks, then you will take a look at it, keep going, you're making progress, keep on going, until it's completely fixed, until you got the final product, it's finally done. But if it's a machine that just no matter what you do and it just keeps on breaking, then it might be a good idea then to stop. No matter what you do, it keeps breaking. But if you can always figure out what the problem is, and you have the ability to fix it, or you have the tools to fix it, then keep going. But that's all I got for today. So thank you guys for watching. It's only been 25 minutes, but thank you guys for watching. Share this to other people, recommend this to other people, join Discord, link is in the description, join Twitch, link is also in the description. Remember, we're trying to get to that goal of at least 25 followers by the end of August 2025, and at least 3,000 hours of watch time by the end of August 2025. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it, and goodbye.